Hi everyone, Katrina here of KT Cat Studios, and today we will be looking at my gouache set that I got on the Amazons. And I want to put a disclaimer right at the beginning. I do not have any affiliated links. I just like getting you there quicker. So I will post down below the link of the particular set I bought. Just like the other sets that you probably have seen on Instagram and Facebook from other creatives, it comes in this hard case. And it comes with 3 paintbrushes, very long, don't know why. And then it comes with a palette for you to mix your colors. This particular set came in these hexagon shapes. I kind of think that's one reason I was attracted to them. This particular set also, it has a lot more paint than the other sets that I researched online. Today I'm going to do some swatching with it, using it as is and then adding water to it. And the reason I'm going to do that particular type of swatching is that the draw to these is that they act like acrylics. You can use them like acrylics, but then also as you dilute them, they can turn into kind of a watercolor format. So why don't you come along with me and see. Okay, I got my workstation set up. I am a Montessori kid through and through, so you get your setup and then you'll be able to do your work. I have 2 cups of water here. I'm using one for the dark colors, one for the light colors. I have my spoon, which I'm going to use to scoop out some onto my ceramic plate. And then I'm going to try out, I'm not sure if I'm going to use all 3 brushes. I think I might start with this one because this will probably give me a nicer, wider swatch. And then I have my handy dandy rag. So the first thing I'm going to do, so I don't have to keep dipping into these, and I'll bring it up close so you can see, is that they're gooey. It's kind of a gooey paint. So it goes a long way. These go a long way, so I probably even have too much right there. So I'm going to do is I'm going to plop some in each of the corners. See, it's very sticky. Wipe this off so I don't get it to the next one. I don't think these are as forgiving as when you get one watercolor to another watercolor. So let's do some purple here. They do not have the names per se on the containers. When you look them up online, they'll probably tell you the exact name of each color. So I just picked these because these were easy to identify. They're not fancy like lemon and Christmas tree and purple grape type of thing. See, this one's a little thicker than the other ones. So I would always stir them up. Oh, that's way too much. We're not going to use all of that. Waste not, want not. Okay, so I got that on my plate. Clean that off. And here we go. Let's see. Alrighty. So the first one I'm going to do is the magenta pink, bright pink, Shauna Klingerman pink. And I'm just loading my brush. Not doing anything fancy. I'm going to bring the camera down a little so you can see it better. And I'm just going to use all of it. Let's see if we can go like that. There we go. I'm just going to use all of it. And as you can tell, once it hits the page, it doesn't really move. But if you have a lot in one place, let's move those over. If you have a lot in one place, then you can just spread it out. So that's what I'm going to do to see how far. There we go. See how far we can get with these. Okay. So that's the pink. It's on my brush. I'm going to dry it off now. And this might change a little because the brush is wet. I didn't think about that. I used that on a dry brush. So let's see the difference. Now this feels a little more smooth when I put it on, but we're getting the same effect of once you put it on however, wherever you're going to put it on, it kind of just like stays to the paper. And I forgot to mention before, the paper I'm using is mixed media paper. So that's pretty much how that one does. Okay, rinse out my brush. Get as dry as I can. Okay, let's move. Okay, so I got some yellow. Let's just go right next door to the purple. And same thing. It's just, it feels sticky. But see how I can, it just seems to, like, you know, wherever you go back, if there's a little build up, then you can spread it out. Okay. Rinse out the brush. Okay, last but not least, we're going to try the green. This one was real, see, look, it's almost like cheese. It's really, really thick. Okay, and let's try this one. Sorry about the lighting, guys. There we go. We have some shadows today. Hey, it's real life. Okay, and once again, it's thick. It just doesn't want to feel like it wants to move. People that have worked with acrylics, oh my goodness, I apologize for that. People that have worked with acrylics, you know how once you get it on your page, it kind of like will go wherever you take the brush. Same with watercolors. This just wants to stay in place. And this one looks like it didn't even really want to move down the page. Okay, so that's row one. Rinse out the brush. You know what, for fun, let's go to the next brush. Okay, that was the biggest brush. These are not marked. I apologize, I don't know the width of these brushes. Okay, so this time, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my handy dandy little spray bottle, and to make it an even test around, all we're going to do is spray the paint. I'm gonna spray it twice, and then kind of mix it up on my brush, get it into some of that water. So each one I'll do is 2 sprays, so it's an even test. Okay, let's go back to over here. Let's see, a lot smoother. I'm gonna get a little more from that area on the plate. A lot smoother, yeah. That's good to know. I'm going to rinse out my brush, and then we'll do the same thing to the purple. Here we go. 2 sprays. Okay, get the paintbrush. Kind of mix it in there. It seems pretty loose. Okay, let's see how this works. Just like the pink, this purple, a lot smoother. So I think if you want to use it in that original form, it's probably more for palette. I'm not trained or to have taken classes on using palette, you know, the little, I'm saying the right word, little palettes that you use to kind of smear it around on the page. So that might be the best bet for that. Okay, we're on to yellow. 2 sprays. Dollar store, if anyone's wanting to know. Dollar store in the last 1.5 years has come up with the most great. Okay, see, look at, I'm showing you real life. I didn't rinse my brush off well enough. Give this another whirl. I'm gonna move some down over here and see if I can get it all. There we go. Just in case, like, why is that turning brown? Okay, yep. Okay, so just adding just a little water, and that was just mist. It wasn't even droplets of water. Nice and smooth. Rinse out the paintbrush, dry it off, and last but not least, let's try the green. 2 sprays. I want to make sure my paintbrush has no yellow in it. See, and it likes the water. It just kind of like goes right into it. Gets all loosey-goosey. Okie dokie. Let's see. And once again, yep. It's almost, to me, it's almost like watercolor at this point. And this was just with 2 sprays of the bottle of water. Okay, whoops. Oh, we look like Mardi Gras right there. Okay, well, I guess they couldn't wait. So I'm going to bring the camera up just a little so we can get the bottom of the page. So let's do the last brush. I'm going to bring some of the green out first. And I'm going to add some water. See, about 4, I think. Just add a little in there. It gets really translucent. Okay, I'm going to load my brush up. Let's see. How is this working? Try to keep that plate level so they don't run into each other. Okay. Like when you put a lot of water on your watercolors. And I'm using this smallish brush that they have here. So, okay, that answers that. Let's get some water over here by the yellow. If we can try to just get the yellow and not where the purple decided here. Let's get some fresh paint up here. Well, let's see. I think that maybe just a little more water. I think I did 4 times. So here we go. There we go. Whoops. There we go. All right. It's kind of a scratchy sound when you get it this translucent. Yep. There we go. And let's see. It's off the paintbrush. Make sure there's no yellow. Okay, I'm going to get some water over here by the pink. That looks good. I'm going to load up my brush. Yep. So it's kind of obvious that they all do this, but this is the test we wanted to do today. And I probably could then layer it if I wanted to. Okay, and last but not least, let's get some water by purple. Ooh, there we go. Purple's ready. Okay. Maybe one more. Get that out of the way. Okay, I'm gonna load up my brush. And purple. Okay, thank you guys for hanging out and having me test this. This is just all in real time. Real people learning about paint. I would love to read the comments below of who has used gouache and what's your favorite way of using gouache. Okay, we are finished. So let's give a look to our paper. Okay, this is our little experiment we did today. Here the pink is at the, in the raw. Here's some water added, just 2 sprays of a bottle, and then here about 4 or 5 drops of water. Now it probably could have been a little darker, but my plate was getting messy, so I didn't have much room to play with today. Okay, and then here's this. So you can go from like dark almost to, to a light shade within one drawing. That'd be so cool, or one painting, I mean. Okay, no real difference here. This paint was loose to begin with. It wasn't thick, so I wonder why there wasn't that much difference. And then here. And then last but not least, our green. And then 2 sprays of water. And then like 4 or 5 drops of water. So that's it for today. Thank you for joining me on testing out my gouache paints. Thank you for watching, and remember, messy hands, happy life. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.